Welcome back for another episode of Retirement Ready, a series where we help North Carolina teachers navigate the path to secure and confident retirement. In today's episode, we'll unpack the big three paths to full retirement, the only ways to step away with full unreduced pension under the North Carolina Teachers and State Employees Retirement System. I've seen so many educators get tripped up by the fine print. For example, a teacher in Durham thought she was set to retire at 60, but when she checked her service credit, she discovered she was 2 years shy of 25 required. That small gap translated into a permanent reduction she hadn't expected. That's why this session matters. You'll leave knowing exactly what the three paths are and how to measure whether you stand on your journey to a full retirement. And remember, stick around until the end to grab your North Carolina Pension Eligibility Checklist, a simple tool that'll help you map out your own path with confidence. Here's the challenge. Many teachers know the NC system has rules, but they confuse early retirement with full retirement. That mix-up leads to reduced checks that last the rest of their lives. I'll share a story. A teacher in Guilford County had 28 years of service at age 60. She assumed she was set, but under North Carolina rules, she missed the 60 plus 25 path by just 2 years. Instead of a full pension, she faced reductions she hadn't budgeted for. How about you? Do you know how many years of service you'll have when you hit 60 or 65? Drop in your best guess in the comments. Let's clear up a few big pension myths for North Carolina teachers. Myth number one, at 60, I automatically qualify for full pension. Fact, you must have at least 25 years of service as well. Without it, reductions apply. Myth number two, 30 years means I have to be at least age 55. The fact, 30 years of age rule is real. If you start young and put in 30 years, you can retire with full pension even in your 50s. It doesn't have to be 55. Myth number three, everyone gets a full pension at 65. No, the fact is you need to be 65 with at least 5 years of service. Which of these myths do you believe before today? Be honest. Drop your answer in the comments. So what are the three big paths to full pension in North Carolina? At age 65 plus 5 years of service, that's great for late entrants or second career teachers. Number two is age 60 and 25 years service. This is popular for those who entered teaching mid-career and stayed consistent. And then 30 years of service at any age, the dream path for teachers who started young and stuck with it. Each path offers different planning opportunities. For example, if you're close to 30 years of service, you may be able to retire earlier than you thought, fully unreduced. Which path do you think you're tracking towards right now? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. And here's the key takeaway. Only three paths guarantee an unreduced pension in North Carolina. Anything else means reductions that could add up to tens of thousands of dollars over retirement. Knowing which path you're on helps you plan with confidence. What do you think? Does this knowledge make your retirement timeline clearer? Let me know in the comments. So how do I know which path I'm on? Well, check your TSERS annual statement or ask HR for your service credit and projected retirement date. What if I'm short on years of service? North Carolina teachers can sometimes purchase service credit, like for military or out-of-state teaching, or adjust their retirement date to qualify. Can I qualify for more than one path? Yes, you might qualify for the 30-year rule first, and later also under the 60 plus 25 or the 65 and 5, depending on how many years you put in. So let's recap the North Carolina teachers. The big three paths full pension are age 65 plus 5 years, age 60 plus 25 years, or age 30, or excuse me, 30 years at any age. These are the only ways to retire unreduced in North Carolina. Missing the rules means living with reductions for the rest of your life. I worked with a teacher in Charlotte who discovered she qualified under the 30 years of any age rule, a full 2 years earlier than expected. She retired at 56 with her full pension and used her newfound time to volunteer and travel. Don't forget, grab your North Carolina pension eligibility checklist at the end of this session to map your own personal path. Now here's your turn. Comment below which of the big three paths you think you're closest to hitting. And if you'd like a step-by-step map on how your North Carolina retirement is going to work and your timeline, schedule a complimentary 15-minute call with me. The link is in the description.